I'm Jordana, blogger of Inspired Diaries and eating psychology coach. Thanks for joining me today. I'm trying out a new spot in my home in front of this lovely window. Give us a little bit of bright light behind us. Today I want to talk about the concept of guilt and how that can be actually sabotaging our fitness goals and how we move ourselves forward. So whenever we start a fitness program, we always want to be perfect with our diet. This concept of perfectionism, it practically tortures us into believing that there's really only one path forward, and it's the path outlined and designed within the program that we're trying to follow. And the interesting thing about following a program is that it's all spelled out for you. So whenever you decide to start on a fitness journey, and that has, let's say, a nutrition as well as a fitness component into it, you are set up for success. You are given the steps to nourish yourself, to move your body in a positive, fulfilling way, and you are given all the tools to be able to be successful. However, here's the tricky part. Our mind starts to play tricks on us. Just because we have a fitness and nutrition program doesn't mean that our minds are in the same place as our desire for the physical changes we are attempting to create for ourselves. So here's what I want everyone to think about. Making mistakes is perfectly okay. Making mistakes is part of the journey, and it helps us along the path forward and being able to understand where we need to do some more work on self. It helps us understand where our mindset is tripping us up. So an example here could be, you're going out to a social situation, you're going out for dinner with friends, you're not sure how to stay on your nutrition programming, there's gonna be wine, there's gonna be dessert, there's gonna be all kinds of things that, you believe you can't have. You always have a choice, and the choice is join in and celebrate with your friends because it's a social atmosphere and you can always get back on track the next day. Or you can make smarter choices that are more in line with the plan that you've outlined for yourself. Or you can choose not to participate, and I'd say that is the last option is an option, but I'd say that is a little bit of a heartbreaking option because over the long term, that isn't going to be a satisfying option for the way that you live your life. So we always want to be taking the time to pause before we need to make a choice in terms of our nutrition, in terms of our fitness choices, and being able to sit there and understand, instead of everything being a mistake and having done something wrong, take it as an opportunity to learn. Take it as an opportunity to experiment with your mindset and where you need to test and learn, and grow into the physical representation that you are trying to achieve for yourself on this fitness journey. The next component that I feel is super important in destroying that perfectionist mentality and being able to continue along and feel successful in our goals when we think about fitness and nutrition in particular, but quite frankly, this could be applied to any goal, is really the notion of guilt. Guilt is one of those feelings that, I like to think of it a little bit more like a legacy emotion. A legacy emotion for me is one that, served a purpose millennia ago in the type of world that was supported by natural selection. Today, we don't necessarily need guilt. Guilt is actually toxic. Guilt is actually not supportive of our goals, and it is truly an emotion that works to keep us small. It works to keep us small because in its favor, it allows us to be able to, work within the confines of this tiny little box and live in this tiny itty bitty space where we are not able to grow into the full expression of who we are actually meant to be. So I challenge you to throw away guilt. Starting a fitness and nutrition plan is part of self-care. It is the idea that you are looking inwards to create something for yourself with your own skill set, with your own effort, your own drive, your own love for who you are and who you want to be. And that truly is setting an incredible example for those around you. So I'd encourage you to constantly check yourself every single time guilt about, leaving your family to go and have a workout in the morning or in the evening, taking the extra time to pack a lunch in the morning because, that 5 minutes could really make or break you making that 9 a.m. meeting. And taking the time throughout the day to actually sit down and eat. Nourishing our bodies is one of the things that will actually help us propel ourselves forward in our self-care, in our nutrition and fitness, because without food, we die. And without food for too long, in a period of a day, we start to lose our strength, we lose our mental clarity, and we really aren't any good to anybody. We're hungry, we're grumpy. I personally get hangry, which nobody in my life really enjoys. So I need to make sure, and I'd encourage all of you to make sure that you are getting consistent meals in through the day, ones that you have personally made or someone that you love has made for you or that you've picked up, and the quality of the ingredients are there to nourish your body in a way that's going to support you through your life. So main takeaway today for me is self-care is not selfish. Self-care and working towards your goals and finding the time to be able to work that in is really going to give back to everybody in your life. And the emotion of guilt is truly that of a legacy emotion. It doesn't serve us to grow, it serves us to keep us small only. And I'd really like you to think about how the positive aspect of letting go of guilt, allowing yourself to make mistakes on your journey and to continue forward regardless, will be able to help you achieve the goals that you have. So thank you, have an amazing day, and we will talk soon. Bye.